Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to 302 Sports and Delaware Live Sports presentation of Delaware High School football. It's a lovely Friday night here in Middletown, Delaware, as the Appoquinimink Jaguars play host to the St. George's Hawks in what should be a great Class 3A game. I am Patrick Garriani's joined in here tonight by Jason Winchell. And Jay, this is a story of teams going perhaps in different directions here, but a little cross-Middletown rivalry going on here between Jags and the Hawks tonight. How are you feeling tonight, and what are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting with the new lineup this year.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Class 3A District 1 game between two schools. Like you said, going in opposite directions. St. George's coming in. I saw them last week, an impressive win at Slasianum. It was all about ball control, Pat. They had the opening drive for 10 minutes in the first half. And the score was tied 7-7 at halftime, despite St. George's having the ball for 27 and a half minutes in the first half. But what that did was it wore down the Sally's defense in the second half, and St. George's was able to take it, go in there, and steal the win at Slasianum. I expect more out of their game plan today. They're going to go behind that offensive line, feed the ball to Sanchez. It's all about time and possession for them. And I think that's going to be a key for them tonight against Appoquinimink.
Yeah, and you talked about St. George's coming into this game with a 2-1 record under head coach John Wilson. Opening the season off with a 45-14 victory over Cesar Rodney, falling to a Dover team that we talked to this week on Delaware Live Weekly. That's looking pretty good under Chip Knapp. That's a 21-14 loss. And then you talked about it, the big 21-14 victory last week against Salesianum. As for the Jaguars, they come into this one with a 1-2 record for Coach Brian Timpson. 8-3, they lost to only Charter to start the season off. They're out of Pennsylvania. Got their win week 2 against Cesar Rodney, 6-0. That was a 21-yard touchdown run by Ryan Von Brandt, who is their quarterback and definitely a player to watch for them, before falling 49-13 to the number one team in 3A, the Middletown Cavaliers, 49-13. Jay, what should we expect to see from this Jaguars bunch? Obviously 1-2, struggled a little bit on offense. What are they going to have to do to get things rolling against a tough St. George's defense?
Yeah, and you know, one thing is they struggled offensively, and they know it. But last week, you know, they put up 13 points against a good Middletown defense. So maybe steps in a positive direction. But today they want to come out, and I think they do want to establish, get some first downs, get some confidence in your offense, get some first downs, and be able to mix in runs and pass, and try and keep that St. George's defense off balance. I think last week Sally's got too pass happy, and St. George was able to crack down on the pass. But when Sally's did run the ball, they averaged 4 or 5 yards a carry. So, I think that's what Appo's game plan is, probably make it more of a balanced attack.
Absolutely. It seems to be definitely a key to the game there for Appo as they look to take on. It's a really great night here tonight. I mean, you can see a lot of folks in the crowd for this one. There's a little bit of a brisk in the air. The pink is out, obviously, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October, so you'll be seeing that all around the state. So, Jay, talking back into this game a little bit deeper for both of these teams, what are you going to want to see from each side here in order to try and pull themselves into a good situation in this 3A?
Well, if you're St. George's, you want to keep the ball rolling from last week because you had Sally's last week, and then you got Smyrna next week.
Mm-hmm.
So as a coach, you always worry about the game in the middle being a kind of a trap game.
Right.
You know, you got Sally's and your bookend a 3-week schedule with Smyrna. So I think for them it's all about, being consistent on both offense and defense and not overlook Appoquinimink here tonight. And I think Coach Wilson has always done a great job, whether he was coaching at St. Mark's and now at St. George's, of not overlooking anybody. And like I said, I think their game plan is going to be simple. Get Sanchez some early touches, but also mix in the pass. Elijah Alexander's last week had one of the greatest touchdown catches I saw against Sally's, where he The defender went up to get the interception. It should have been right in his hands. He jumped over him, reached over him, brought the ball back in for a touchdown. So that's a weapon on the outside. So St. George is and of course they got the big boys up front, both on the offensive defensive line, and normally those are, if you're in a close game, normally if you win the battle in the trenches, you normally win the game.
Absolutely. And taking a look across the state, we got ourselves a good game down in Sussex County as Smyrna visits Sussex Central. You guys can click back and forth with Benny Mitchell and the gang down there. And, Jay, that should be a good one between the Eagles and the Golden Knights.
Yeah, and I was listening to Benny's thing. He said, normally teams don't win at the Castle. Mike Judy, 3-1 in regular season games down at the Castle. Absolutely. So, and remember, Central knocked number 1 seeded Smyrna out in the semifinals last year in football. So a little payback on Smyrna's mind. And Central says, we're the defending champs. We're outside the top 5 looking in. We want to get back up there. That's a statement game for them there tonight.
And then tomorrow night, we got ourselves a good one. Dover visiting Caesar Rodney. That'll be Glenn Frazier and the gang down there calling that game. And Caesar Rodney trying to get their season back on track. Dover looking to continue an impressive start to the year.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, it's a really good Dover team so far to start the year, and they got some tough ones coming up. So and I know when you get in those rivalry games, and you throw the records out the window, and so I think that could be a really better game than you thought than you think on paper. And but that Dover team, they're coming out and they're ready. I mean, they've played some tough teams and they've played them well. So
moving right along here, a couple other games to keep an eye on. First and foremost, there was a 1A matchup that we were intrigued by with Wilmington Charter taking on, or this may have been 2A.
No, 1A.
1A, yeah. Yes. So Wilmington Charter taking on St. Andrews. That was an early kickoff and an impressive performance by St. Andrews. They were up 34-6 with our last update here about 20 minutes or so ago.
Yeah, number 5 taking it to number 4 down there on the home turf. It's great to see, Tatnall and St. Andrews, 2 teams that did not play last year because of the pandemic, and it's good to see both of them out. We got the broadcast of Tatnall game this year, and St. Andrews, man, they're off to a great start, and it's going to be interesting. That Class A is added excitement back into football this year because it gives teams like Charter. I mean, Charter 3-0 coming into the game. You got St. Andrews 3-0 coming into that game. It's 2 teams that normally are 1-2 at this point because of their schedules. It's great to see, and I think that's the one thing. I know we're still seeing some blowouts and stuff like that and running clocks, but I think I got a chance to talk to Wilmington Charter.
Yeah.
Their numbers are up for football this year by like 20 kids because now you can play that Diamond State and Flight A schedule, So
oh my God, they were. I mean, Middletown and William Penn, or so. I mean, they put up a 7-3 year. That was like an outlier year, but no, it is. It's great for the state to see these teams that have historically struggled have a chance to go out there and compete week in and week out. We talked about the rest of the state this weekend. What else kind of sticks out to you as potential games to watch across not only football but all other sports as well?
Yeah, there's some big games. Class 2A football. Archmere traveling to Friends. Archmere had Howard last week. They have Friends. They're going to be tested right out of the gate with a undefeated Friends team today, and then they go where they are. So that should be really good.
As the sounds of the 1990s era Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan intro music playing right now, I just feel like saying 6'6" guard out of North Carolina. Honestly, man, it's giving me chills right now listening to this stuff, Jay.
Yeah, growing up, this is what, and they were the team, so they were always on TV.
Oh, my gosh, man. Nonetheless, we are moments away from kickoff. Coin toss is happening right at midfield. We will find out here. It looks like the Appo Jaguars have won the toss, and Ryan Von Brandt has told the officials they would like to receive. So they will be receiving the opening kickoff to this game.
I like that. because last week Sally's won the toss and deferred. St. George's had a 10-minute drive, and their offense never got in sync. So I always like.
We're going to take a commercial break right here, and when we come back, we have kickoff between the Appo Jaguars and the St. George's Hawks right here on Delaware Live Sports.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up in 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features fully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your...
The sporting goods industry has been disrupted. Adding to coach and athletic director daily challenge customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Delaware Live Sports presentation of Delaware High School Football 3A matchup. Appoquinimink Jaguars playing host to the St. George's Hawks. We talked about it, folks. We talked about the pregame. Patrick Ariani's with you, Jason Winchell as well, and we're about ready for kickoff here. What are we, this Jaguar Stadium? I'm not quite sure. What's the stadium called?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Look at that, man. I set myself up and messed up on that. But nonetheless, we're ready to go here, folks. Back deep to return for the Jags. Number 6, Jeremiah Riley, as well as number 13, Nassim Griffin on the kick. For St. George's is number 80, Julio Lopez. Jay, we're about ready for the electricity to be let out of the field on the field here in the stadium tonight.
You know, it's great to see. You know, I was at Ursuline Paddlewood Volleyball last night. Gym sold out. Mm-hmm. The atmosphere is back in high school sports, and that's what we missed last year. You know, these kids deserve it, playing in front of their schoolmates and stuff. And we got a great crowd out of here. Coming in, I could smell the tailgating food.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful sight.
Right, you are. We are about to get underway.
Just waiting for the ready-to-play whistle.
That's true.
Probably waiting for the music to
stop.
Go off.
Yeah, not quite sure. It's probably it. But you can feel it. We're gonna ride through the whole verse right here, folks.
There we go.
Not quite sure who's in charge of the music. Lopez, he has to keep walking up, and now he's about to kick it away, and we are running tonight. Live from Appoquinimink coming up the field. This one is number 6. That is Riley around the right sideline, gets across midfield and is pushed out of bounds. So great field position to start for the Jags. They take the ball, and they're aggressive with the return.
Yeah, I like that. That's why I always say I'm always the one that I want the ball first. And you know, now they got the field position game. You know, you get the ball right here at the, looks like the 45 roughly.
Looks like the 47-yard line.
Okay.
Short field. And that will bring on Ryan Von Brandt and this Jaguar offense. He's a tall quarterback with a laser arm.
I was going to say, we got to see it in warm-ups, man. He can throw the ball.
Next to him, Xavier Rogers, number 10, the running back. He is a lot to handle as well. Motion, they give it off to him. He runs up the middle. That's a good 5-yard gain on first down for Xavier Rogers.
Yeah, and I think that's key. You know, if you need to stay ahead of the chains when you play the St. George's team. You do not want to get in second and long, third and long, and you have to stay away from the flags.
And this is the kind of start you're going to want to see from a team that has only scored 19 points on the season.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sorry. No, not quite. So, 22. Forgot the field goal, week 1.
Yeah.
Trips to the near side. Von Brandt takes the snap, gives it again up the middle for about 3 yards that time. Goes Rogers. So you can see trying to establish the run up front are the Jags, and it'll be third down and about 3 yards for them.
You know, and the good thing about getting in this, like I said, down and distance, now you can put every play in the playbook. You can mix in a run here. You can mix in a play-action pass. You can make a regular pass. It just puts so many weapons into it.
2-by-2 set. Von Brandt. He's going to keep it. Up the middle he goes. He does have a rushing touchdown on the year. Looks like he may be about a yard short. That's a good job there by the St. George's front, getting off blocks and making a tackle and leading to a fourth down and short.
Interesting call here. I think a team like Appo, you're playing St. George's here. I'm going for it early.
And they are. Fourth down and about 2. Von Brandt gives it up the middle. Nothing doing. Second effort, though, by Rogers. I think he's short.
I think he is, too.
And he is.
Just looking from up here. I like the idea there of going for it. Credit to St. George's up front. They held their ground, and I like the aggressive play calling there. You go for it, you know, fourth and, like you said, about a long one, short 2, and credit to the Hawks defense.
What a job by that defensive line front by St. George's. And now they'll take over on downs, 1st and 10 in good field positions themselves at the 39-yard line. And they go right to their man. That is Giovanni Sanchez. You're going to be hearing that young man's name a lot tonight, Jay, as you talked about in the pregame. That's a 7-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, and he had a great game against Lazy Allen the other day. And, you know, he's, you know, you give him the ball 18 to 20 times a game, and he'll get his yards and he'll get his touchdown. So one thing Appo is going to have to do, they're going to have to wrap up. They do not want yards after contact. That's what gave Sally's fits the other day.
And that's going to be a little bit of a lean forward by the motion man, so should be illegal motion against St. George's. Quarterback for the Hawks is Donovan Brooks, Jr., first time leading this offense out. He's a first-year starter this year.
Yeah, he had a great game against Sally's when they threw the ball. He was very accurate, and he's a running threat, too. He's a dual threat, so puts a lot of pressure on the defense, Pat. But one thing I think Coach Wilson wants to clean up from last week was the penalties. They had a lot of penalties against Sally's, and right here on this first drive, he gets a illegal motion penalty.
This one's going to be kept by Brooks, and that's a great job by that Appo front. Slams him down for a loss. And after the first down, big-time run penalty, and then a tackle for loss leaves it third down and long for the Hawks offense.
Yeah, great job by Appo. Like I said, you got to gang tackle a lot of these guys from St. George's because they're so big and physical, and they did a great job there. And now you get into third downs, and this is where, as a defense, you have to get off the field. Sally's couldn't against St. George's. St. George's converted on 3rd and 18, 3rd and 17, and 3rd and 14. So these are the downs that the Appo
thrown for a loss. The floodgates open, led there by number 3, Jordan.
Played a part in it, but everyone from the Appo line beat their man and was right there, forced the 3 out and out of themselves. So now they should get decent field position again.
Linsmeyer went through there like a bat out of hell. Here comes the punt for St. George's, and it's a wobbler. Not going deep. Bounces at the 45. We'll take a St. George's bounce inside the 40-yard line to the 38, and that's where Von Brandt and the Jag offense will look to get a little bit more of a drive going than they did in their opening possession, Jay.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they came out with 4-run plays because they went for it on 4th down, and were not able to pick up 10 yards on those 4-run plays. So, see if we mix in the pass here a little bit on this drive.
Yeah, and as we said, Von Brandt does have himself quite an arm. Perhaps a fade route, a little deep pattern could be in the mix. A couple short throws could be in there as well.
And all I know is it's a great night for football.
Yes,
great
it is.
fall night. This is my favorite season, the fall season.
2-by-2 set. Rogers in the backfield next to Von Brandt. Von Brandt will give it to Rogers. He goes ahead. No one there. And he's thrown for a no gain. And right now, Appo, the offensive front, seems to be initiating on blocks, but not able to stay on their intended targets, and St. George is just able to rip through.
Yeah, you know what I like there? I mean, the whistle didn't blow for a while, so both teams did a good job of staying with the ball. I don't want to give out any hints, but you might see a top play next week, which was outstanding.
Von Brandt back to throw, wide open in the flat for about a 4-yard gain. He finds number 6, Jeremiah Riley, bringing up 3rd down and 5.
And what I like there, what a great open field tackle. I couldn't see the number from up here, but, man, that was a great open field tackle. He had some space if he was able to make that tackle miss.
Looks like that may have been Tamir White, number 9. And
Thank
you're
you,
right,
Pat.
that was a great form tackle.
Yeah, it was.
Von Brandt trying to figure out which way he wants to slide Rogers. Motion man coming across is Elijah Robinson. Snap goes to Von Brandt. He's back. He's looking. He's got to get rid of it. He does. Down the middle. He's got a man. Incomplete. Intended target on the play was Jaden Weatherspoon, and that one knocked away by number 3, Jalen Schoolfield. But boy, oh boy, that one, they had a chance for a big one.
And you can see his arm right there, right,
Yeah.
Pat? Whew, man, he made that look easy. Great coverage, though. Like you said, great coverage, and it was kind of like a jump ball. But again, great job by this Hawks defense. They forced a 3 and out, and they'll get possession of the ball again. And guess who's back? A dangerous punt returner in Sanchez.
Second 3 and out for this Jaguar offense. We talked about that's been their struggle this year.
Yeah, their defense has been solid. And to shut out Caesar Rodney, they held their first opponent to 8 points. And last week, Middletown's Middletown, right?
Yeah, they're tough. And no pressure coming in. Can't quite get there. That's a great punt. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. What a job there by Evan Bolden, the star pitcher for the Jags, as their punter. He did a great job pinning.
Shows he has a good leg to go along with the good arm in baseball. But like you said, that's a great punt. You pin them inside their own 20 with no return. And like I said, Sanchez is a dangerous returner, so you do a good job of angling the punt away from him and take it.
2 receivers to the far side. Wing. Open man, it's Montgomery. And that one down to the 40-yard line. What a job taking the top off the defense by Brandon Montgomery. And that's a huge 50-yard play for the Hawks.
I told you he had an arm. I got to see it firsthand last week against Sally's, and there he had great job by the offensive line. He had all day to throw the ball, and like you said, it takes the top off that defense because now it will open up the lanes for the run game.
What a throw there from the lefty, Donovan Brooks. And Montgomery has got a couple big catches throughout the year, and he was able to get behind the defense on that one. 1st and 10 now at the 40. St. George is in business. Brooks gives it to Sanchez on the counter play. He's up the middle, firing through for a gain of 8 or 9 yards. Another great run there by Sanchez.
Yeah, he for St. George's.
Band playing. It's tremendous here. By Sanchez, he's close to first down yardage.
Looks like it's
a little bit short.
Just short.
3rd down and inches, Alexander, and number 25, Terry White, fullback. This is old school smash mouth.
Yeah.
First down, yardage down to the 25.
Run the ball. Why not just go and do that?
Staying with the double tight formation. It's an I formation in the backfield. Jamie Ryder Hart.
Like you said, it's everything's right now is there for the run game with just getting behind his big offensive lineman and their little counter play, and you pick up 4 or 5 yards. Fast moving first quarter, Pat. I'll tell you that again.
Yeah, there's a lot of running by both
Yep.
teams.
We saw that. I saw that last week when they played Sally's. They first quarter took 15 and a half minutes.
Brooks back looking to throw. He's got a man too deep, but he had him. Number 30, Ryan Rogers-Brewster, was open in the end zone just a little too long by Brooks.
Yeah, I like that call. On 2nd and 6, you've been running the ball well, but that's a good time to go with that play-action pass. And Brooks just overshot him, but I like that call by Coach Wilson.
I mean, it was there. 3rd down and 7, 2:41 to go now. And Jay, this could be an interesting spot, perhaps 4-down territory here for the Hawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, Pat. They do have a good kicker, but I think it's just a little bit out of his range depending on how many yards you pick up on this play.
Montgomery and Miller come in. They're the wideouts. This is a pistol formation. Tight end to the left side. Brooks takes the snap, gives to Sanchez. He's got a hole, makes a couple men miss. Close to first down yardage. I think he's got the first down with forward progress. Down to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job by Sanchez. Second effort gets him the first down.
Credit's got to go to that line up front. They're creating some pretty big holes.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that, and I think this is that line could give Smyrna fits next week.
Fast pace coming here. Brooks will take the snap once again to Sanchez. Not broke, don't fix it. He runs through a defender inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd and short.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, Pat, if they broke, don't fix it. Keep on feeding him the ball right now. He is running hard. And like you said, the line is controlling the play up there. And a little pace to their play right now, Pat. They're picking up and getting back right up to that line.
Snap again. Sanchez. 2 blockers ahead of him. Untouched to the 1. Is he in? He's short. What a job there by Appo. At least delaying the potential inevitable here.
Yeah.
1st and goal, though, from the 2. They said he was down at the 2. I expect it again to go to Sanchez right up the gut. Let's see if Appo can stop him.
Like you said there, the last run, he had linemen going down the field with him.
Brooks will give it to Sanchez, and he's in. Touchdown, St. George's, Giovanni Sanchez. And what an answer, what a drive for St. George's there to start this one off, Jay.
Yeah, like you said, they started deep in their own territory after a great punt by Bolden. But that first play, that 50-yard pass play, and then after that, they went the ground route and just followed Sanchez followed his blockers, and that's the start that St. George's wanted after going 3-and-out on their first possession.
Right, you are. Brooks to Montgomery set that drive up right from the jump. You said it, Jay. As the extra point is up and good, 7-0. St. George's starting this one off. We'll take a quick 30-second commercial break. We'll be back right after this on Delaware Live Sports.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution. We are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
And we're back here on Delaware Live Sports, 7-0. St. George's get this one going with 1:19 left in the first quarter. Giovanni Sanchez crashes in from the 2-yard line to start this one off. And now we'll get to see if Appo can get something going. 2 3-and-outs for their offense, Jay. What do you want to see from the Jags to answer back here?
Yeah, they just haven't had any room running the ball. Saw a great pass, deep pass that just was off the mark a little bit. So maybe that will free up them to run the ball a little bit and pick up some yards, but they're going to have to mix it up.
Have one man to beat. He does it. 20-15, 10-5.
Turn to open the game, right? And he follows it up and answers the St. George's touchdown with the kickoff return. And wow.
That's how you do it, Jay. If your offense is struggling, you score on the other facets of the game. There's 3 sides of the ball: offense, defense, and special teams. And they get it done on the 86-yard return. What a job. 7-6 now.
And I thought the defender had an angle on him, and he did the cutback and went right through the tackle and takes it to the house. And this Appo band in front of us, this is great to see.
Nassim Griffin goes the distance. Extra point is good by number 4, Chloe Lee. And we are tied up at 7-1 an answer, Jay.
Yeah, that's how you answer, right? You know, take that next kickoff. You ask me what they wanted to do on offense. Offense doesn't need to come on the field. What a job by Appo special teams. And just like that, brand new ball game.
Absolutely. Now, we've seen 2 great returns from Appo. You wonder if St. George's is going to change their strategy up on the kickoffs.
Well, last week, Sally scored late to take a 14-13 lead, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Their next kickoff, St. George's returns at 60 yards to get the ball at the Sally's 15. They go in for the winning touchdown. And I talked to Coach Donardo after the game. He said the kickoff has to go in the end zone or away from that returner. So I think that's going to be the plan moving forward to St. George's. Don't kick it to them.
Giovanni Sanchez back deep, as well as I'm not quite sure if that may be Aaron Staggs. I'm not 100% sure. I can't quite see the number.
It was I think it was Bobby White who had the return last week for him.
Okay. The sounds of Freddie Mercury out here. Doing the AO from Live Aid, 1985. It's tremendous. Bolden on the kick for Appo. We'll see where he puts this one. He's going right at Sanchez. Bold strategy. Let's see if it works out for him. Sanchez cuts across the 25, tackled, and dropped at the 30 by number 1, Devin Wilson.
What great coverage there by Appo, because like you said, he got the ball at the 25 or 20 and only picked up 12 yards on the return. So great job by Appo getting down there and filling in all the holes.
Now let's see if Appo's defense, there's a short break for them after a long drive. See if they can stall St. George's here.
Yeah, they got to start winning the battles up front because right now St. George's is controlling the ground.
Brooks in the gun. Sanchez to his right. 2 receiver set. Brooks is back. It's a stop route right to Montgomery's going to have to come off the field as the helmet flew off there. 2nd down and 8 after the short pass play.
Yeah, again, great job by Appo. Again, keeps that defense off balance.
There you go up the middle with Sanchez. Makes one man miss. He's got room across the 45 to about the 40.
And man, even when he gets touched, he does not go down right away.
Giovanni Sanchez, he's got to be up over 50 yards rushing already in this game, Jay.
Struggled a little bit against the Senators, so it's great to see him back out there and ready to go.
1st and 10, 48-yard line. As there is a timeout on the field, and that will do it for the first quarter. Quite action here at the end of the quarter. It's 7-7 after 1 between Appo and St. George's. We'll take a commercial break, come back with the second quarter right here on Delaware Live Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer. Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
And we're back here, Delaware Live Sports. Second quarter action in a 7-7 ball game between St. George's and Appoquinimink. And Jay, St. George's trying to answer the kick return for a touchdown from Appo.
Yes. And, you know, a good first drive down on this drive, and here we go to start the second quarter.
Brooks looking deep. He's got a man. It's Montgomery. Hits him again. Down inside the 20 to the 10-yard line. Second big play from Brooks to Montgomery.
Yeah, Montgomery threw again. Great pattern by Montgomery, and Brooks threw it right, hit him right in stride. He's able to take it down inside the 10. He looks like outside the 10, spotted at the 11. But again, a great play, and I'll tell you what, this St. George's offense, if they can mix in pass plays with the good run ground game that they have, you know, that's huge.
1st and 10. Brooks will give it to Sanchez. He breaks it to the outside. He's got room. He's got to make one man miss. He can. What a cut. Is he in? He's in for the touchdown. There's a flag on the play. Let's see. This could be a block in the back. Hold everything, folks.
Yeah, it was right there at the end, I think, of the run where he cut back. Is actually a hold. Remember, in high school, it's from the spot of the foul, Pat. So foul happened on the 6-yard line, so it moves it back to the, looks like the 16, where it'll be like 2nd and 15 instead of, or 1st and 15.
Yeah, negate the touchdown. Let's see, that could be a break that Appo was looking for. Brooks to Sanchez again, cuts it in the middle, and gets back close to that original line of scrimmage. Tackle made by number 14, Jaden Weatherspoon.
Yeah, good job. You know, they got the yards back from that holding penalty. Now sets up 2nd and 10 again. Sanchez follows his blockers and fought for a couple extra yards before he went down. Here goes Sanchez again.
And not much doing there. Picks up maybe 4. 3rd and manageable coming up for St. George's.
Yeah, third and about 6, maybe 7. And it's going to be good to see here. Let's see what they do.
3rd down and 7, as you said, Jay. And from the 9 yards, it's got Montgomery. It's going to depend on the spot, Jay. Could be 4th down and short. With the push they've been getting up front, though, it's not the worst position to be in.
Now, I was just about to ask you if it's 4th and about 1, long 1. You're in field goal range, but I got to get. I think Appo's going to call timeout here. You know, if you don't get it, you got it. I'm liking this call here, and like you said, they've been able to pick up.
Force Appo to come up with the stop here. This could be a momentum shifter, Jay.
Absolutely.
Either way.
Let's see if I can look for some scores here.
Looks like Glenn Frazier, thanks to him, does confirm 34-6 victory. St. George's over Wilmington Charter. And First State Military Academy gets their first win of the season in Class 1A, 32-26 over Christiana. Here's the 4th and goal. There's jump. Looks like there's motion up front.
See it.
Miscommunication on the snap count. We're going to move it back 5 yards. This is a much harder decision,
Now
Jay.
I'm wondering if you set in the place kicker. You know,
Lopez.
This will be an interesting call.
4th and 6.
St. E's up 14-0 on Glasgow as Benson scored his second touchdown in the
He's
first
been
quarter.
good, man. Kasim
really
Benson has been great for the Vikings this year. That's a great number he wears, too.
Yeah.
Number 3. There's just something about that number in that program.
Looks like they're still going for it here, Pat.
They are. They're confident in their group. 4th and 6. Brooks takes the snap. He's looking. Shovel pass.
Oh, great
and
call.
What a job. It's going to be a touchdown to number 10, Elijah Alexander, Jay. A little bit of fanciness right there. What a call is right.
Yeah, that's a great call. You know, you're running the ball well with Sanchez. You're throwing the ball to the outside. When you throw it, they go back in the pass play, and that middle just opened up in a nice little underneath shovel pass, and Alexander did the rest. A great call there by guys, Pat. They've done really good, taking long drives, keeping the defense out there and putting it in the end zone.
Extra point from Lopez is up and good. 14-7 now. St. George's takes the lead, and I tell you what, man, don't blink.
Turn and stuff like that, so great to see.
That's it, 9:42 to go in this one, and Jay, it was once again a pass play opening up the drive there for St. George's, and then the running game really dominating their possession.
Yeah, they really have. They really have now. In their last 2 possessions, you know, Sanchez has been picking up chunks of yards on the ground game, and then when they've had to throw the ball, Brooks has been dead accurate with his passes, and you know they've really kept that Appo defense off balance. And the one thing to say,
see what they do now. Obviously, you got to be careful with Griffin back deep, and no slouch is Jeremy Riley in the return game either. Oh, this is one of the best songs right here they're playing. This one is pooched, and again, it's Griffin. He gets the sideline somehow again. He will fall down at the 39-yard line, kind of ran out of real estate, but the Jags have good field position.
I was going to say, a pooch kick a little bit. They're getting the ball at over the 40-yard, or just at their 40. Appo's had 2 offensive possessions, Pat, 2 3-and-outs. One they went for it 4th down, but you know what I'm saying. They need to pick up some first downs here and try and get their defense some rest.
They put the ball in the quarterback's hands. That one a little too high there for Riley, who takes a shot right there.
Yeah, that one sailed a little bit on the throw. I like the call coming out of first down. Like I said, you haven't had any success running the ball. To try to hit that quick pass, but the ball just sailed a little bit. But now it'll set up 2nd and 10. But again, I talked about this. Appo,
and they'll take a timeout. Jay, Coach Timpson wants to talk it over with his group. Both teams have taken a timeout here in the second quarter, with 9:29 to go.
Yeah, and like you said, good timeout there. Talk it over. Right now, it's just been all St. George's this game.
14-7 is your score, and again, this is where Appo has struggled. It's been on the offensive side of the ball, being able to put scoring drives together.
Yeah, absolutely, like you said, and their defenses play well in games, but St. George's is a good offense, and Appo needs to find a way to answer.
Now they got press coverage with Griffin down here on the near side. Looks like zone to the top side. Let's see what they go with. It's a QB keeper, and he's got room to run. Von Brandt runs through a tackler for a first down across midfield.
That's what I like to see. Like you said, he just ran through the tackler, and I like the call there. Spreaded the field a little bit, left the lane open for the quarterback keeper up the thing.
And Von Brandt does have, like we said in the pregame, 21-yard touchdown run this season. He can scoot. Reminds me a little bit of another tall running back that you might have watched last night, Trevor Lawrence. He can run a little bit, too, for a tall guy.
Yep.
As that run goes up the middle, and what a tackle there by number 51, Michael Santos. That was number 24, Daniel McConomy on the run.
Yeah, great job, like you said. He's a beast up there in that defensive line, and they stopped the run play and then set it up 2nd and long. And that really puts the offense in the hole when they're 2nd and 10 and 3rd and 10 all game long.
Von Brandt takes the snap. He's dropping back, looking to throw. He's high again. Has a guy in the flat there. He's going to want that throw back. Ethan Aziegbu was open in the flat.
Yeah, again, another good play call, right? And you had the receiver open in the flat and just an overthrow. And, these games they're all rivalry games, it seems like, when you get these matchups like Appo, St. George's. And it just seems like he's got a lot of hype in there and, a couple overthrows so far. But, they did get a first down and they got great field position. Let's see what they can pull up on this 3rd and long.
3rd and 10, right around midfield for the Jags. Von Brandt dropping back again. The pass rush is coming. He's got to hurry. He's in trouble, and down he goes. Sacked in the backfield by number 10. Once again, that's Elijah Alexander. Scores a touchdown on offense. Big-time 3rd down sack on defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, Pat, quarterback had no chance there. That line was in there in a hurry, and they came from both at defense and positions. Great rush there, and now you're probably going to get a better field position out of it after that defensive sack.
That's one of those you'd like to see Von Brandt hit, and I'm sure they'll see this in film session. Step up in the pocket. Those DNs were flying up the field.
Yep.
He did have a nice protection in the interior there. He could have avoided that sack if he stepped up just a second sooner. Bolden on the punt. It's partially blocked. Bounces at the 41-yard line. That's where it'll go out of bounds. What work there by the St. George's special teams getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, great job. Like you said, I saw it last week. They almost got to a couple of Sally's punts. They just missed them. And the first punt here tonight for Appo, same thing. They almost got the Bolden, but there, like you said, they partially get it. And then you just have to say poison, poison, poison as that ball is rolling. Now you get good field position at the Appo. This is probably St. George's best field position all game.
It's really good field position with 7:31 to go in the second quarter. Brooks in the gun, Sanchez behind him. 2 receivers, a wing, tight end. Brooks to Sanchez. He's in up the middle. Great job there by Appo's defensive front. Flying through, making plays. Led there. That's Jordan Linsmeyer as well as Jacob Parson on that play.
Yeah, and, that's much better than Appo defense there. Hold Sanchez to just 1 yard on that carry, and now you force them in the 2nd and long. Now, St. George's had done a good job passing the ball here in this game, too, so.
And now 2nd down and 9. Brooks in the gun. Motion man goes across the formation. They give it to Sanchez again. He's up the middle, finds a little bit of room to bring up a 3rd down and around 5 for St. George's.
Well, like there by Sanchez, he was a patient runner, right? He was waiting for his blocks. And he was able to pick up, like you said, 3 or 4 yards, and now it brings you into 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. St. George's looking to capitalize here before the break. Appo looking for a stop, trying and get a score here to tie this game up.
Yeah, absolutely. This is I think this is a key 3rd down for Appo's defense.
I agree, Jay. I think you got to be careful here. This is a play-action opportunity. Brooks, keep an eye on Montgomery. He's got 2 catches already that were pretty big yardage. He's out here to the near side. Brooks bobbles the snap. He gets it away, and nothing doing. That's a great job by the Appo defense. Terry White forced out of bounds on the swing pass.
Yeah, it all started with that bobble
Yep.
snap again. That's the second time we've seen a bobble snap. And good job by Brooks. He didn't panic. He got it to White, who's able to pick up a few yards after the catch. But
how about this, Jay? Fourth and 3, they're going for it. They got confidence in their D. Sibley's defense.
I was going to say that. And they also have been running the ball very well. So they can, and maybe they're just going to try and draw Appo off sides, too. Let's see.
Alexander and Montgomery to the far side. Sanchez is in the near side slot. White's in the backfield. Brooks in the gun. And they get him. And it worked, Jay. You called it, trying to the dummy count, and they ended up getting the 5-yard penalty and the automatic first.
Yeah, and, they tried that last week and called sallies on it. And when they came off the field, the first thing the coach says, watch the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the ball, because you know that they're going to try and draw you off sides. And there it works. And, hey, congratulations to St. George's. They pick up a first down. I think they probably would have called timeout if they didn't get in and punted the ball away. But we'll never know, right?
We'll never know. Never know. Sanchez back in the backfield to Brooks. Again, motion man is Ryder Hartman. They give it to Sanchez up the middle. And, again, a great job by Appo. They're making some adjustments here. That's about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, that's why you like to say that they have made some adjustments here on the run game here on this drive.
2nd down and 8. St. George's had the ball quite a bit here in this opening half.
Yeah, that's the one thing everyone always says it, but time of possession does matter in the high school game as well. And when you have the ball for a lot longer than the team, it really affects the way the other team plays offense and defense.
Motion again. Brooks takes the snap. Here's the play action pass, and he's high. Not sure if there's a miscommunication there. You have Montgomery going deep, and then in the flat, in the flat, Elijah Alexander. I'm not sure who he was throwing to. If you overthrew Alexander or miscommunication with the receiver on that play. But nonetheless, it's 3rd and long for the Hawks. Appo, again, another opportunity to try and get their defense off the field here. Brooks in the gun. He takes the snap. It's a play-action pass. It's a screen to Alexander. Makes one man miss, but there's nothing there. It's going to be a loss of 3. What a job by Appo's defensive front. Feeling the screen coming and retreating there and stopping that play before it could get started.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, it was a great play and great coverage. And, because Alexander caught that ball, made the first guy miss. But great job by Appo of gang tackling him and getting him down.
And 4th and 11, no chance. Even if they jumped off sides, you'd still have to run a play. So the punting unit will come on for the Hawks.
Smyrna is looking good down there at the Castle. They lead 20-0.
Wow.
With 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
And Wayne Knight getting stuff done. There's offsides. That was a fake. They had a fake on Jay, and it doesn't matter because there was an offsides penalty. Appo is going to want to shore that one up. I mean, it was wide open to Tamir White. As Ryan Rogers-Brewster, now that looks like, who is that out there punting? Yeah, Ryan Rogers-Brewster. Had the chance to play quarterback for a play there.
Yeah. Tell you what, St. George is pulling out all the tricks on the
be 4th and 6.
Now it'll be interesting to see what they bring the offense back on.
Nah, they're going to keep it. They still can't draw them off.
No.
One more time, then you may see it. And Coach Timpson would be beside himself if they jump off twice in a row.
Yeah, you're right.
Looks like everyone's covered up now for Appo. Timeout. Timeout, Coach John Wilson. 2nd timeout, I believe, for St. George's in the half. And we'll take one with them here on Delaware Live Sports. It's Appo. It's St. George's. Talk to you after the break.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Soto Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a Wine Spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Soto Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a wine spec.
4:04 to go until halftime. It's 14-7. St. George's leading Appoquinimink here in a 3A matchup between two teams who will be in the playoff picture, as everyone is in this division, but trying to help themselves out here. And miss, he's tackled. Let's see. It's going to depend on the spot. What a spot they're getting.
I would say he kind of leaped for it.
What a job by Brooks.
I think he's got it from that spot. See if they moved it back a little bit. I can't tell.
Jay, I know that it's been a topic that we love to talk about, the officials and whether they're going to measure, and they're going to, Jay.
Wow.
We got a measurement, Jay.
That's going to cost me a pizza. Come on, what's wrong with these? Come on, you didn't need to measure that.
What a gutsy call by Coach John Wilson in St. George's. And again, a penalty could potentially hurt Appo. They forced 2 fourth downs.
Yeah.
And via penalty, they may have given up 2 fourth downs.
That close.
Man, that's a backbreaker for Appo. Their second 4th down conversion they let up, and both of them affected from an offsides penalty.
Yeah, I mean, you went from 4th and 11 to 4th and 6. You bring the offense back on the field, and they pick it up. And
what a gutsy call.
Yeah.
On the option play.
I like the call.
I do too, man. Go for it.
Well, your defense is playing so far in this first half. Why not take a chance?
Well, that's it. And Coach Lee Sibley, his group is really getting the job done. Now let's see what they do. Brooks off the play fake. He hits Alexander in stride. It's another first down. Nice tackle. Touchdown saving tackle there by number 19, Dylan Griffith, the freshman. But what a job there.
I like this Brooks. He throws a good ball, and what I think is key so far, he's hit his receivers in stride.
Yes, he has. He's almost perfect at it right now today. There's Griffin again. This one is Sanchez, up the middle for a 4-yard gain. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here, so I hope if there is Middletown folk watching, do not jump down my throat here. But I can't help but see a little bit of Darius Wade in Donovan Brooks. Obviously not the same size as Darius.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Now
lefty.
Yep.
Accurate
thrower.
Has some athleticism to him. And Darius, obviously, like we said, had more size to him, but nonetheless. Sanchez on the toss play. Breaks tackle, gets close to first down yardage, setting his team up at 3rd and short.
And I think, the coaching staff has had a great game plan here today.
Absolutely. And 3rd down and short here. I mean, Appo, they got to try and gather some energy for this one. Obviously, those 2 backbreaker 4th down conversions will hurt you.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you're in, again, 4-down territory with 3rd and short here. Wouldn't be opposed if they mix in a play-action pass here and try to hit a home run.
And here it is, play-action. Brooks is hit as he throws. It's up in the air and intercepted. What a job. Who is that out there? What a play. And they get the stop. Once again, that's 19, Dylan Griffith, the freshman, coming up with the play, Jason.
Yeah, that's huge because,
And Griffith comes up with the interception. What a job by the freshman, Jay.
Yeah.
As we said, sorry there, lost you a little bit, but we're back. And as we were saying, Brooks hit as he threw, and that allowed Griffith to get underneath it and make the play.
Yeah, absolutely. And, again, that was a key because we had just said that, St. George is going down there. I do like the play call because I thought it was definitely 4-down territory and take a shot. Credit to Appo's defense for getting out there and making the play. And
now, if I'm Appo, I'm taking a shot deep. They don't. Von Brandt up the middle. He can move, and he'll pick up 5 yards. But he was a broken tackle away from really creating some issues there for that St. George's defense. 2nd and 4.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, maybe take your chance here, but I like that call on first down. Let some time waste off, and then you can take a shot here, maybe on second and third down.
And remember, St. George's will get the second half kickoff.
Correct.
So
Yep.
Von Brand again up the middle. There's nothing there this time, as number 8, Jamie Ryder Hartman, flies through as the first contact there. 3rd down and 5. Timeout. I believe St. George's takes one here. And if that's correct, it should be their final timeout, if I'm not mistaken, Jay. There was one that I wasn't sure who they called it on, so it's either one for each team, or Appo has 2 and St. George's has none. Not quite sure. But yeah, Jay, with a minute 18 to go here, if you're Appo, now on a 3rd and 5 play, do you run the ball here and try and take it to half, or do you take a chance? I was a little bit surprised that they didn't take a shot off there.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I think I know what he was trying to do. Run some time off this clock, because in case you went 3 pass plays and out and give them some time. But I did like like you said. I thought maybe they would take a chance, but we'll see. Like you said, the key factor is St. George's gets the ball to start the second half.
Xavier Rogers back in the backfield next to Von Brandt. 3 receivers to the near side. Von Brandt back. He's hit as he throws. It's up in the air, and it will fall incomplete. Lucky for Appoquinimink there. They'll get a chance to punt the ball away.
Yeah, great pressure here. St. George's is bringing the pressure on 3rd down, and
Santos and Alexander were the 2 in there on that.
Now, St. George's going to get the ball back here with the minute 13.
Yeah.
One thing Bolden has to do is he's got to get this ball off quick, because St. George's has brought the pressure on the punts today.
Yes, they have, and this is the prime block area of the field. St. George's trying to get a short field with a little bit of time left. I expect them to come after this punt, Jay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appo better make sure they block everyone. And they have to take a timeout. Coach Timpson didn't quite have enough guys on the field. Those are frustrating timeouts as a coach. I know for a fact there. During my time coaching at Del Castle, I mean, those timeouts that have to be wasted on the personnel changes there, you got to be paying attention on the sidelines as players.
It happened last week at Sally's. Bizarro did not call a timeout on it, but the guy didn't have the right cleats on, the shoes.
Oh, man.
And I'll tell you what, I never heard a coach yell. He's like, I told you 5 times that be ready.
Yeah.
You don't know how quickly those downs go by sometimes, and he had to replace him, and St. George's got a good punt return out of it. So it's always key. You have to be ready, and like you said, the coach does not like these timeouts.
No. 4th and 5. Bolden back to punt it away. Sanchez back at the 36-yard line to field this one. Here come the Hawks on the rush. Montgomery is going to hit him. That should be a penalty, and it will be. Ball will be down at the 50, but that should be, let's see if they go running or roughing the kicker, but Montgomery got a clean shot on Bolden, and it's a personal foul. That'll be a first down. That may change things here, Jay.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, that's a big penalty because that's, like you said, 15. And then it was give them a new set of downs, I think.
And that's one of those where you're coming off the edge. You want to go for the ball, not so much the player. And Montgomery just kind of beeline right at the hip of Bolden. Couldn't help but run into him there. Even if he tried to pull off, he wasn't going to be able to.
No, and good job by Bolden. Just able to get that kickoff and then absorb the contact and draw the penalty. And now, Appo, you're at your own 40 with the minute 2 left.
Yeah.
It might be, this might be the down to take the
shot at.
He threw that good deep ball early, and
you got press coverage over here. Looks like man-to-man to the near side, and that's Griffin, who has the touchdown tonight for Appo. Maybe that's where they look. And they are. Griffin going down the seam, hits his man. Von Brandt apologized, hits his man. That's number 2, Elijah Robinson. Gain of about 25 on the play. And how about this, Jay? They're down in striking distance at the 38-yard line. and they're going to hurry. 50 seconds and ticking. No one out there covering the far receiver. Now they're getting someone over there. Von Brandt trying to make something happen with his arm. It's going to come down to his line. Can they protect him? He's back hit as he throws. It's going out of bounds. He is planted in turf there. But number 50, Donovan Mack. Those ones hurt, Jay.
Yeah, absolutely. Came right off the side, and just, again, they're getting all kinds of pressure.
35.7 seconds to go. Coach Timpson giving the signals out to his offense. They're in the no huddle. They switch the coverage up. They dummy it. They're going tight. Von Brandt, he's going deep, and it's picked off. Miscommunication with his receiver. He thought he was going deep. It was a hitch route, and the miscommunication ends up in an Emery Womack interception. How about this? He's a freshman.
Yeah.
So two freshmen coming up with the interceptions in this one, Jay.
With the key interceptions. And again, the miscommunication, it looked like, they thought it would hitch and go, and the receiver thought otherwise. And, now St. George with 25 seconds left. Let's see. I think they might just take a knee going to halftime with the 7-point lead.
25.8. No timeouts left.
We'll see. They've been aggressive today on all their St. George's.
Yes, they have. They're splitting out receivers wide. Brooks in the gun. There you go, right to Sanchez. And nothing doing up the middle.
I like that call because if you could pick up 10 or 15 yards on that run play, then all of a sudden you could be aggressive.
You can spike it and try and figure something out.
And here you just let it run, and he didn't get enough yards. You let the time run out, and we go to halftime here.
Yes, and that's exactly where we will be headed. What a game, though, Jay. I mean, it's been a competitive one. 14-7, St. George is on top at the break.
Yes.
We will take a break right now. Come back. We'll talk a little bit about what we saw in the first half and preview what you'll be seeing here in the second half, right here on Delaware Live.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend a day in the beer garden playing bocce ball and ping pong. Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
We all know that choosing the right company for home preservation can be challenging. Your home is your castle, and only the best and most trusted will work, right? Of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer, and we listen. Or take advantage of online booking 24/7. Once we understand your home needs, we schedule a craftsman to arrive at a convenient time for you. You then receive a pre-call the night before from your craftsman. On my way text notification so you know when to expect your craftsman to arrive. Regular updates on the progress of your job. Even follow-up prior to any warranty expiration dates. Easy, convenient, no surprises, ever. Our commitment is to treat your home, your family, your time, and your privacy with respect. Rest assured, you are always our top priority. Our multi-skilled craftsmen will complete the work on your home in a workmanlike manner. If we don't, we'll come back to make it right. It's what we do and have been since 1998. Simply put, we're different. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Delaware Live's presentation of Delaware High School football. 3A matchup here at Appoquinimink High School between the Jaguars of Appoquinimink and the Hawks of St. George's. Good game so far, 14-7. St. George is on top. And Jay, before I ask you your comments, we'll review a little bit about what we saw here through this game. Scoring didn't get going until 1:39 left in the first quarter. That was after a big-time throw from Donovan Brooks to Brandon Montgomery. It was around 50 yards or so to get them from their own 13-yard line across midfield. They then would turn to Giovanni Sanchez to handle the load the rest of the way. He eventually punches in a 2-yard touchdown score, like we said, with 1:39 to go in the first quarter.
Yes.
Then the initial kickoff, the exact next kickoff, it would be Nassim Griffin going 86 yards to the house and tying this game up 7-7. And just like that, we had ourselves a game. St. George's would then take the ensuing possession right then and there, doing a very similar thing. It's Brooks to Montgomery. It was 38 yards to get them down inside the red zone for that one after a 4th and 2 offsides penalty against St. George's. On 4th and 6, they go with the shovel pass. Brooks to Alexander. It will go down as a touchdown pass. 8 yards for the score on that one with 9:46 to go in the second quarter. Appo would come up with a big-time interception a few minutes later, with once again St. George's being down close to the goal line after converting 2 fourth downs on a drive late in the first half. The interception was a tremendous job by, I believe, the freshman. Where was he on here? I had him written down. Where is he? Oh, Jay. You got to love when this happens.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nonetheless, there was an interception down here. It was Dylan Griffith, I believe, number 19. Dylan Griffith had the interception. Then to end the half, interception by St. George's freshman. That one was a tremendous job by number – where is he at on here? Who was that? Emery Womack. So those were the highlights there in the first half. 14-7, St. George's on top. What has stood out to you in this?
In the run and pass effectively. But you know what? That one special teams play, and Appo's right in this game at 14-7. And a great job there by the Appo defense at the end of the half to prevent St. George's from possibly adding on some more points before the break. Now you can go in there if your coach Timpson make some adjustments. I think offensively they need to start picking up some first downs and move the ball and try and mix things up. And St. George, just keep doing what you're doing. I think Coach Wilson was very aggressive with his play calling there. They went for it a lot on fourth down and converted a lot. And I think they're executing their game plan to perfection. But he's sitting there going, man, we made that one special teams mistake.
Yeah.
And now we only have a 7-point lead, and I think we're in for a good second half. I think the key is going to be that first possession for St. George. I think if Appo can come out and stop them right away and maybe take some momentum away from that St. George's team.
Well, before we get into what we should be looking forward to in the second half, Jay, there are a couple scores out there from games that are going on tonight. As we said earlier in the game, it was a 34-6 victory for St. Andrews over Wilmington Charter. But a few more scores that we've seen. Game going on down south with our South crew, Benny Mitchell and the gang. 28-0 Smyrna on top of Sussex Central. Surprised by that?
I am surprised. I think Smyrna is a better team than Central. Central not in the top 5 after their loss to Salesianum. But they have some nice wins. They beat a good William Penn team that's 3-1 who hosts Middletown tomorrow. But I am surprised a little bit by that score. But it's not your normal Sussex Central type of defensive team. And Smyrna's taking advantage of it. And offensively, they have a freshman running back that Smyrna must be doing a good job of holding in there in that first half.
And another score, our Mike Lang is taking this one in at halftime. St. E's up 28-0 over Glasgow. It's the Kasim Benson show once again down there for St. E's.
Yeah, and St. E's is off to a great start offensively. Pat, I love what Coach Lemon has done with their offense. I'll tell you what, he's got these nice trickery run plays in there, it looks like, and a great team. And I'm looking forward to, I guess we'll let the cat out of the bag. We're going to be doing Indian River at St. Elizabeth's next Thursday night at 6 o'clock start up at that beautiful stadium up there. And, I think St. E's and Laurel right now are the class of 1A. But don't count out Indian River. They have a big game against Seaford tonight. I'm looking for a score update on that one.
I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, either have I. But it could be two good teams going at it next Thursday night in the 1A. And that's the one thing I like about our cruise is we're bringing you not only 3A and 2A games, but we're not afraid to give you some 1A games. And I think that's going to be a great one on Thursday night.
Yeah, Benson, 3 touchdowns in that game for St. E's.
Yeah, and a couple long runs. I think one was a 50-yard run.
Yeah, it's impressive. Speaking of impressive plays, Cameron Edge also had a 67-yard bomb to Denham Smith in that Smyrna game. We'll be sure to keep an eye out for that one in our top plays.
Yeah.
Another score that we're seeing is at halftime, DMA was leading McCain 42-0 in that game, so the Seahawks will get a big-time win there.
Yeah, DMA is an impressive team. The next couple of weeks they will be challenged out. They have some tough ones coming up against Red Lion. They also have a Howard and St. Mark's in a 3-game stretch. But I was talking to a friend of mine at work, and he said he asked if we were going to do a DMA game this year, and I said, "Oh, of course we are." But I said, "I know what DMA game I want to do. Possibly the last week of the season, it could be a 9-0 Archmere team playing against a 9-0 DMA team to end the season, and that would be classic TV. I mean, Archmere and DMA still have to get through some tough opponents before that happens, but I don't rule anything out with those two teams, and it's good to see DMA. The atmosphere is back in that football program, and they're hurting on McCain here tonight.
Absolutely. So, with that, Jay, let's take a look into the second half. If you are Coach Timpson and the Jaguars, you alluded to it a little bit earlier with trying to get a couple first downs. But what are some additional keys that you like to see from the Jags in this one?
Yeah, like I said, I want them to if they can come out and get that initial stop on defense and then take over the ball. And like I said, just get some confidence in their. I'd change things up a little bit. Maybe get what I liked in the first half, the quarterback keeper was an effective play. Maybe try and get him out on the outside, and also get maybe throw in a trick play or two. Get a little creative because right now St. George's has been controlling that defense, especially the pass game.
And then on the other side, the St. George's Hawks leading 14-7. Perhaps feeling like they left a couple chances on the field with a big-time special teams touchdown for Appo. What do the Hawks need to do to seize momentum in this game and finish this one off on the road?
Yeah, to me that first drive in the second half of St. George's is important. You can take another 6 or 7 minute drive and score out of it. To open the second half, that will probably deflate that Appo team. So to me, I think that what I liked about Coach Wilson in the first half was he mixed up the pass and the run, and they were effective running the ball, Pat. I don't have the official stats, but it seemed like they were getting 4 or 5 yards per carry.
Yeah.
And so that always helps. But he wasn't afraid to mix up pass plays on first and second down, and so I think it's more of that. I think he wants more of that balanced offense. And take a 6 or 7 minute drive and get it end in a touchdown and see where it goes from there. But the way his defense is playing, I think he knows where if he gets another score, he might feel really confident going into that fourth quarter.
For sure. About 4.5 minutes to go before the second half kickoff. We're going to take a commercial break here, and when we come back, second half action live from Appoquinimink.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Thompson Island Brewing Company in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway next to Blue Coast Rehoboth, Thompson Island will follow the Sodell tradition of serving beautiful, simple food that will pair perfectly with our fresh homemade beer. Thompson Island is the perfect place to have dinner with your family. Enjoy happy hour with friends at the bar, or spend the day in the beer garden. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the hotel, we're winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
We all know that choosing the right, of course. So why is Ace Handyman Services different and the right choice? We take great pride in our easy, no-hassle scheduling and communication process. You call, we answer, and we listen. Or take advantage of online booking 24/7. Once we understand your home needs, we schedule a craftsman to arrive at a convenient time for you. You then receive a pre-call the night before from your craftsman. On my way text prior to any warranty expiration dates. Easy, convey your time and your privacy with respect. Rest assured, you are always our top priority. Our multi-skilled craftsmen will complete the work on your home in a workmanlike manner. If we don't, we'll come back to make it right. It's what we do and have been since 1998. Simply put, we're different. Ace Handyman Services, bringing helpful to your home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Come check us out. Located in the Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the flavors of Southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of craft cocktails and local beer, Blue Coast is the perfect spot for a night out. Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round for lunch and dinner. See you soon.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fanwear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we are back here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back in. Patrick Arianes, Jason Winchell with you here live at Appoquinimink with the Jaguars playing host to the Hawks of St. George's. As we promised, second half action about ready to get underway. St. George's getting the second half kickoff, and with the lead 14-7, Evan Bolden on here to kick it away, Jay.
Yeah.
And that should be an offsides. I don't know if they'll call it or not. That one fielded by Sanchez at the 15. He's looking to make man miss, and he can't. What a job and a tremendous tackle there by Jacob Parson.
Yeah, that's one thing I think Appo's had the better play of is special teams here tonight.
Yes.
And, you know, they've done a good job of not letting Sanchez get any yards after the kickoff. And, you know, now their defense, you know, they put their special teams put their defense in a good spot here.
Yeah, well, it's kept them in this game. And now we'll see once again Donovan Brooks coming out with the St. George's offense. They'll split two receivers out wide. Sanchez is in the backfield. You see Jamie Ryder-Hartman is the H-back, and then a tight end, Elijah Alexander. They'll go to Sanchez right off the jump. He's up in the middle. There's not much room there. Again, Appo has done a good job against the run here after the opening drive. That one, again, Parson leading the way on that tackle.
Yeah, they have. They've done much better, like you said, and force them into these second and long and third and long.
That's crucial. Now it's just a matter of trying to stop the pass. Brooks has been, as you talked about a little bit, very, very accurate with his throws in this game. He'll be in the gun. Sanchez to his left. And he'll go wide receiver screen. Makes one man miss, makes two man miss. First down the sideline goes Kwame Miller. Big time gainer out to the 45.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like that play call, a little wide receiver screen. You make the first guy miss, and once that happens, it's easy to pick up the first down.
35-yard line for that one, not the 45. So first 10
he must
St.
have
George's.
stepped out before he stepped out a second time.
Appo got to flip their defensive coverage here. Brooks takes the snap, gives it to Sanchez. First down run will fall forward for about 3 yards. And Coach John Wilson is staying committed to the run, that's for sure.
Yeah, like I said, his run will set up his pass game. And, it's effective. And, that's why they have a time of possession always in their favor. And they always seem to convert third downs. So like I said, it doesn't matter if they're in a third or long or third and short. They seem to convert a lot of them in a game.
2nd and 6 after the 4-yard pickup. It's officially a 4-yard gain. Play clock winding down for Brooks. Motion man goes. Once again, Sanchez on the speed sweep. Is going to be tackled just short of the line of gain. So it should be 3rd down and 1 for the St. George's offense.
Yeah, absolutely. If we get a second measurement in this game, it's going to snow tonight.
I'll tell you what, man. I can feel the chill, man. The brisk is in the air.
I'm glad I kind of brought this jacket now.
Yes, sir.
It's supposed to get humid this weekend.
I believe it. Montgomery out to the near side here. Trips with the tight end as well. Brooks take the snap. He's going to keep it on the QB keeper, and he is smashed. What a hit by Jordan Linsmeyer. And a penalty marker coming up. Maybe a little too much excitement on the tackle. But number 3 came up with a big-time lick.
Yeah, that's one thing they're kind of cracking down on this year is the celebrations like that, and that's a shame because he made a really great tackle. It would have been a first down anyway.
It would have been, and it's an unsportsmanlike. So you're going to tack 15 yards on to the end of the run.
And the one thing now too, I believe you should get 2 unsportsmanlikes, and you're going for the game. So. And that's a big 15-yard penalty.
And now St. George's is cooking down at the 39-yard line going in. Brooks will be in the gun. Sanchez behind him in the pistol. Appo in some press coverage here. Playing 5 yards off the receivers.
That's what they're doing. I think just probably running down the guy. Waiting for, I guess, the chains to get set.
I'm not sure what's going on. Looks like we're about ready to go. So here we go. Just under 9.5 minutes to go on this opening drive, the second half for St. George's. They go inside to Sanchez. There's nothing there. He drags people, though, for a gain of 1.
That's
great penetration.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what he does well is he gets the yards after contact, and there he was able to fight for a yard. But great job by the Appo defense again. They're doing a lot better job here against the run.
Absolutely. They broke through the line there pretty easily up front. Sanchez did all he could to turn that into a positive play. 2nd and 9 for the Hawk offense. Again, the motion. Brooks play action pass. Little sluggo action. He's got Montgomery again. Make it 3 for 3 on the deep route, and this one will go in for a touchdown. What a job. Brooks to Montgomery. 3rd time's the charm, Jay.
Yeah, now every time he hits him right in stride, Pat. What a great throw there. Great route. Great play call by Coach Wilson. And that's how you come out in the second half. Wow, what a play.
38-yard strike. Brooks to Montgomery. Makes it 20-7. St. George's here with 8:32 to go in the third.
We said St. George's got a big home game next Saturday against Smyrna. A game that Glenn Frazier and his crew will bring you. And I'm telling you what, this St. George's team looks good heading into that one.
Yeah, they do. That score pushes it to 21. 21-7 on the strike. And boy, oh boy, Brooks continuing to shine, Jay.
Yeah, you know, we said that Appo would come out and focus on stopping the run. They did on that drive. Problem was too much Brooks, and that was a strike right there. He hits the receiver in stride, and it's a big play, a 38-yard touchdown on 2nd and long. And again, great job by the offensive line. Brooks has had time to find his receivers back there and let that route develop.
Yeah.
And now you got a must drive here for Appo.
I agree, Jay.
8:32 left here in the third quarter. See what halftime adjustments they made offensively and see if they can, and I'm sure St. George's Coach Wilson saying, whoever you kick the ball to, tackle him.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this is the make or break possession for Appo's offense. Trying to put two scores together, whether it be your defense or special teams again, is highly unlikely, and it's tough to do. You got to get something going offensively if you want to stay in this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lopez on the kick.
Tell you what, I like the music game here at Appo.
Yeah, they don't mess around, that's for sure. He's going to squib it. They're not taking their chances anymore with it. It will be fielded by the up man and taken across the 40. That was number 24, Daniel McConomy.
Yeah, like you said, they weren't fooling around. They weren't kicking it deep. And, Appo is rewarded for it because they're going to get the ball right around the 38.
That they are. 39 officially, Jay, it looks like.
So, yeah.
1st and 10. I'm taking a shot deep, Jay. You haven't been able to move the ball for a drive.
I'm with you. I think that's a great play call, Pat. Take your chances. He can air it out.
And it's man-to-man over here. Again, I'm calling for a shot to Nassim Griffin. He seems to be the game breaker now. He's going to have off coverage. But that's where I'm looking over here on our side of the field, which would be the near side on your screen. Instead, it goes speed sweep, and it's there. What a block. And it's fumbled. Oh, boy, fumbled, and it goes right into the hands of Sanchez, and he could go. He's got 1 man to beat. It's Van Brock, and he scores. Holy mackerel. The reach around. The old hammer right there by the St. George's defense forces the turnover. There is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see, but for right now, that's a Giovanni Sanchez fumble recovery for a touchdown. And it's an illegal block
on Appo.
So that score is going to stand.
Yep.
What a play by the St. George's defense.
Yeah, and that's key. Like you said, the hole was there. But the old reach around from behind, stripped the ball out, and Sanchez picks it up. It's nothing but open turf field, and got just inside the pylon before he gets tackled. And wow, we said that was a must drive for Appo, and St. George's capitalizes on the first play and extends their lead here.
Unbelievable, and you're right, Jay. That just pushes this lead out. With 8:09 to go. Lopez on, trying to push this one to a 3-score game. My, oh my, how the momentum has tilted. And Lopez gets it done. 28-7 now. St. George is on top. Hold your horses.
Yeah, I was going to say that the play has really changed here in the second half. 14-7 at halftime in the first 4 minutes of the second half. You had St. George's go down the field, great pass, touchdown, and then on Appo's first offensive play of the second half, fumble. Sanchez scoops it up, goes 45 yards untouched, and 28-7 Appo all of a sudden.
And that's a deflating one right there. You had a good play set up. It was a speed sweep to Elijah Robinson, who had space. He's about 6 yards, 7 yards down the field when he got that ball knocked out of his hands from behind. And it just went right into the lap of Sanchez.
Yeah, that's when things it's going your way for Sanchez. That ball just popped right up into him, and he could go right down the sideline and score.
And Von Brandt just a little late getting to him. Couldn't quite get to him in time. And now I'm sure if you're St. George's, Well, maybe you don't kick it deep. Maybe they're just going to squib it the rest of the way. But I wouldn't have as much fear.
Correct.
Of 3
yeah,
scores.
3 scores.
And they're still going to squib it.
To go out of.
It's going to go right out of bounds. So that penalty will put the ball, I believe, at the 40 for Appo. 28-7, Jay. And now if you're Coach Timpson in the group, maybe it's time where the pressure's off you. You're like, we got to claw back into this game right now. So maybe your conservativeness goes away a little bit, and you start playing a little bit fearless. We'll see.
Yeah, like you said, you're down 3 scores. You gotta
really don't have anything to lose.
Yeah, you gotta take some chances.
And it'll go to the 35 after the penalty.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot in high school they kick off 5.
Back there with them. Von Brandt off of his heels. And again, the pressure early in this game, the few hits to the chop seemed to be getting to him. He threw that one faded away. He had a wide open Jaden Weatherspoon down the far sideline, and he had the arm enough to get it to him. He just never took his eyes to him. I think he's worried a little bit about that rush.
Yeah, and and that's like we said, it's a good pass rush.
Yeah.
And it's put pressure on him, and it like you said, it just changes your thing as a quarterback. I thought same thing with Sally's last week with Campbell.
And up the middle, good run right there for Xavier Rogers. Got ahead of steam, fell forward for about 7. That's other than the first play of the game, that may be their best run play aside from any quarterback keeper you've seen.
Exactly right.
And he looks like the knee touched a little sooner, so 5 yards on that play. So 3rd and 5 here for Appo. They're going speed sweep. Nope, they give it right back up the middle again. And how about that? Great second effort from Rogers. Takes it for a first down up close to midfield.
Yeah, that's huge because it looked like they had him stopped short of the gain, and next thing you know, great second effort gets it. First down for Appo.
Laurel up on Poly, 49. Third
Wow.
time the charm there for the St. George's defense. They stop Rogers in the backfield. Yeah, 28-0 over Seaford at the half. And then Sussex Tech up on Lake. If this score is correct, 2-0 in the third quarter. Someone threw a safety out there.
That's a good defensive battle right there. Wow.
Glenn, if you're listening in, let us know if that's a typo or not. If not, that's tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely.
And QB keeper from Von Brandt, he's got a lot of room. He's up close to first down yardage on the QB keeper. Nice work by the Jaguar quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we said with our game of the week next week, St. E's and Indian River, both teams looking good heading into that one with St. E's and Indian River up big so far tonight.
I'm excited for my Vikings, man. It's good to see Coach Mike Lemon go back to the team he won a state championship with as an assistant. That's again Rogers leaning forward for a few yards. Seeing him, make some things happen down there in Viking land is tremendous. Also, a good friend of mine, Craig Napier, is one of the assistants down there as well. He was a part of that championship team with Coach Lemon as well. A great running back during his time. So they're in good hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as an alum, I love to see it.
It is, and like I said, they're in that right class, I think, for them to start building that program back.
What a job coming up from his safety spot. That's number 28, Emery Womack, coming up and laying the wood on the speed sweep there. Just no room for Robinson.
No, absolutely not. Appo got a couple first downs this drive, but the last couple plays, St. George's defense has been ready for it.
3rd down and 11 here for Appo. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the third. I expect to put this ball in Von Brandt's hands.
Yeah, and it might be 2-down territory, too.
He's dropping back, pass rush coming. He settles, good protection, and look at that. He finds his man with the protection, and that's a first down to number 9, Ethan Osiagbu. And again, if you can protect, and not have to worry about the rush. Von Brandt's tall enough. He can see and find the receivers open there. That was good protection by the Appo front. You got to give him credit there.
Absolutely. He had all day to throw that ball, and like you said, he was able to see where his receivers went and hit the wide open guy, and Appo's in business.
1st and 10 inside the 30. And they go up the middle. It's a good run by Rogers. He's been engaged here on this drive. Another 4 or 5 yard gain for the big fella. And this is the best that we've seen this Appo offense look, Jay.
Yeah, it absolutely has. And, like we said, they turned the ball over on that first play in the second half. But, man, this drive much better.
Timeout. Coach Lee Sibley, the defensive coordinator for St. George's, is not happy. He wants to talk it over with his group there.
Where's Nick Alessandrini?
That's his guy.
He knows that when Coach Sibley calls a timeout, it's not a good thing. And I'm sure he's over there at that defensive huddle. And, they've been doing a good job against the run. But like we said, it's been a much better drive here in the third quarter. And the holes are opening up a little bit. And I think he just wants to settle them down, give them and tell them, to go back to what they were doing in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. This Appo offensive line has really generated some holes. And, even that last pass play, the protection was much better than what we saw in the first half. The fluke turnover there, it definitely hurt Appo, but they've come out energized here as an offensive unit, driving the ball for the first time in this game. Right. And for St. George's, obviously up 3 scores, maybe you start to see them take a half a step off a little bit. Let's see if they engage now. And there's a fumbled. Oh, boy, the mesh point was not there for Von Brandt and Rogers. They put it on the turf, and it's recovered by number 82, Robbie Johnson, another freshman making a play on defense.
Yeah, there you go. You make the timeout, pays off. But, again, when you're in a tight game like that in the first half, the reason it was 14-7, no turnovers for Appo. Here in the second half, two turnovers, and and all of a sudden it's 28-7, and Appo and St. George's has got the ball again.
That's a tough one there, and the Jags right now, just as you said, the turnovers not looking good for them. St. George's got lucky, right? They gave up their first real drive, and they get another forced turnover for Lee Sibley's group. .402 to go in the third. Brooks going under center. And they give it to the tailback, and pushing forward for a few yards is number 21. Cameron Montgomery, the sophomore. That's the brother of Brandon Montgomery. So how about that, getting the young back a little bit of run here.
Yep.
Not sure if Giovanni Sanchez is getting a breather or what over there, but the young gun getting some run here.
Like you said, they get Smyrna next week. Smyrna is putting it on Sussex Central here.
Here's Montgomery again up the middle, and he's going to pick up close to first down yardage. That's a good run. So about this, the sophomore coming in, 2 carries, 10 yards, and picking up a first down.
Yeah, there you go. I like this. Give Sanchez a little breather on this drive, because Sanchez is a good two-way player for the St. George's Hawks.
Yeah, getting some young guys an opportunity here. Chewing some clock. Coach Wilson's group, they're looking pretty good, Jay. They've gotten a good effort from Appo here tonight. And the up back, I believe this is White. He won't get much, if anything, on that play. Another good stop up front for Appo. That was Terry White. Another sophomore. So there's some young talent in the backfield for St. George's.
Yeah, there is. They're a really, really good team.
Now Sanchez will come back on the field with Brandon Montgomery as well as Kwame Miller. So a change in personnel on this 2nd and 7. And they got to flip the formation. That's Alexander flipping away. Brooks goes to Sanchez on the sweep. Cuts it up the middle. May have got 2 yards. Good tackle on the play by Jacob Parson. 3rd down and about 4.5 for St. George's.
St. George's schedule, they're playing all of the 3A other schools in Delaware. So all 10 of their opponents are from Delaware in this AAA. So it goes scheduled for Coach Wilson.
And we'll talk about it, right? You got Smyrna next week, followed by Hodson. Both of those are at home. They go on the road for Middletown and Sussex Central. Home versus Cape, and then on the road at William Penn.
Yeah, that's a tough 3 of the last 4 all on the road against 3 very good teams in Middletown, Central, and Penn. And don't count out that Cape Henlopen team.
No, and there's Brooks making a few men miss. A little bit loose with the football, but he held on to it. And picks up another St. George's 1st down. As for Appo, it doesn't get much easier either, Jay. I mean, they go to Dover next week, then they go to they're at home versus Dover and William Penn the next 2 weeks. At Hodson, home versus Cape, at Smyrna, home versus Sally's.
Yeah,
doesn't get easier.
No, I'm telling you, that's the one thing I like about this Class 3A. Every week you're in a game.
Here's Sanchez on the counter play. And he gets about 4 or 5, and perhaps fatigue settling in for this Appo defense here late in the 2nd half. As when those were 2-yard gains for the majority of the game, they're now starting to turn into 4- and 5-yard games as we have hit the end of the 3rd quarter. What a job by St. George's coming out of the break. They forced 2 turnovers, scored 2 touchdowns, and lead 28-7 going into the 4th. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back, Jay and I will, for the 4th quarter here on Delaware Live Sports.
Also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership. Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit bryans.loans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
And we're back here at Appoquinimink High School. Just got a salute out there on 301 tractor trailer. Breaker 1519. They just gave us a beep of the horn to shout us out. So.
I love this. I love this view of 301 out there.
Oh,
makes
awesome.
a difference.
28-7. St. George's on top of Appo here. As you said, despite the score being the way that it. What a 3rd quarter by St. George's there, Jay. They really dominated.
Yeah, they did. You know, they came out, scored on their opening drive, then got the turnover, and they really controlled that 3rd quarter.
Little wildcat snap goes to Sanchez. He'll get close to 1st down yardage, maybe a yard short. Different look there from St. George's.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they really put their vice grip on this game, wrapped their talons on this game, I should say. Pardon the pun. Appo had opportunities in this game. Turnovers hurt him in that 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and you know, they were really moving that ball in the last drive, and the unfortunate turnover. But
Sanchez again, wildcat look. He'll keep it, pick up the 1st down, and take the ball inside the 40-yard line down to about the 36. He's done a good job. You know, he hasn't been able to break one long in this game, but he's really one cut back, put the foot in the ground, and get vertical. And you got to love that. I mean, 4 or 5 yards, it breaks down, it wears down a defense after time.
Yeah, to me, he's a downhill runner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he goes downhill more than he goes east to west. And like you said, you puts that pressure on the defense, and it made a difference last week at Sally's. He was tired at the last week.
And he'll give this one to White. Makes a couple men miss. He gets to the outside. He's got room. Inside the 20. He's looking to cut back at the 15. Parson will drag him out of bounds down at the 10-yard line. Apologies, that is Linsmeyer. But a big-time run there from Terry White. And St. George's busted one open there.
Yeah, absolutely. And, they're starting to pick it up.
First and 10 at the 13. So, once again, a situation where they can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Sanchez take the snap, and he's brought down close to the 5-yard line. That's Parson on the tackle. He's been all over the place tonight, Jay. Parson and Linsmeyer have done their job as linebackers.
Yep.
Here. Again, this may just be getting some work in for St. George's. I don't think anything's wrong with Brooks. We didn't see him take a hit or roll an ankle or anything of that ilk. So one would assume this is Coach Wilson trying to get a look on a different group of players out there and work on something in the middle of the season that may help him later on as Brooks is coming on the field now. Third and 4. Brooks back in. He's got 3 touchdown passes tonight. He'll give this one to Sanchez. Cuts up the middle, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, St. George's.
Yeah, again, a back-breaking drive. They, again, make the turnover pay, go down the field and score, and get that 34-7 lead.
Sanchez's second rushing touchdown of the game. It was good from 8 yards out. With 8:50 to go here in the fourth quarter, St. George's has taken command of this game, up 34-7.
It's an iPhone, right?
35-7 after the extra point.
It's not up there now.
Big time drive there from St. George's. Got some earthquake formation or wildcat formation, however you want to word it. And back-breaking drive there.
Yeah.
For sure. I believe we're having some impressive band going on down here,
yeah.
Huh?
I like the tuba.
The tuba is a slept-on instrument
Yep.
now. Definitely is. Appo with 8:50 to go. Right now, just trying to carry some momentum into next week. Does it get easier? They get Chip Knapp and that Dover program that looks to be poised for a breakout season. As another kickoff is this one's going to be fielded. Oh, what a move. Once again, here he goes. This is Griffin. And he does get swallowed up eventually after making a few men miss. And Appo will take over at around the 27-yard line.
Yeah, again, great special team coverage there for St. George's.
And Von Brandt and his group will come back out there trying to make something happen. He'll take the snap, drop back, looking, firing, and completes it out to number 14 there. That's Jaden Weatherspoon, and that'll be a gain of about 6 or 7. Bring up second down and short. Big fella there, quarterback, under 8 minutes to go in this one. If you give him some time, he's got some chances. Let's see, press coverage right here. It looks like a Tampa 2 coming from St. George's. They'll just run the ball, Appo will. That's number 24, Daniel McConomy. Not much there. Tackle made by number 82, Robbie Johnson.
Yeah.
First down yardage, however, after the forward progress. Once again, Appo just going to try and ride this one out with a good possession, carry that momentum into next week against Dover. Von Brandt gives it off. McConomy makes a couple men miss. Still fighting. He makes some moves across midfield. First down. What a job by McConomy.
Yeah, great drive. We have a
player down for Appo. Might have got rolled up. Under 7 minutes to go now. Tell you what, this St. George's unit, they look good, Jay. Approaching the midway point of the year. They look like a good group, good mix of youth and, and experience. Von Brandt, a little bit high to the outside there. Misses Osiegbu. Appo putting the signals in there. Talked about a rough night for Sussex Central. Smyrna's come down there and put a hurt on them.
It's crazy.
Benny Mitchell in that group as Von Brandt is sacked in the backfield on that play. Good work by Donovan Mack leading the charge there. Being number 54, he's a prime-time player for St. George's, and he's made some big plays here in the second half, getting some pressure up the middle. St. George's has put their foot on the gas pedal here in the second half. That's for sure.
They really have. You know, I think Coach Wilson probably said, listen, they're playing you really hard. Let's go out and execute.
Von Brandt steps into it a little low. They're going to say it was caught out here by number 14, Jaden Weatherspoon. And there's a penalty marker in the backfield. That's a hold against Appo, and that's tough to see.
Yeah, you know,
get a positive play there.
I'll say Appo's really played a clean game as far as penalty-wise, and that one was big right there. You start moving the ball and you get the holding, and you know, in a high school sport, it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So this is going to bring up make it. Is it third and forever or second?
Third and a green mile upcoming for Appo here.
I mean, they have to get to it looks like the
36. Opponent's 36.
And
they're on their own 36.
Yeah, so, I mean, you're looking at 28 yards. Third and 28.
Von Brandt back. Going right down the middle, and he's got a man. This is McConomy, and look at him fighting away, and he got the first down, Jay. On a third down to hit McConomy right in the middle of the field there, and he runs an additional 20 yards to pick up the first.
Yeah, so third and 28, no problem. We'll just pick it up. That's good to see. And, that shows that the fight is still in this Jags team, and I can tell you what, that won't make Coach Sibley happy over on the other side.
No, it won't. As we tick under 5 minutes to play, Von Brandt's back, looking. He's going to take a shot downfield and overshoots his intended target there, Riley. Surprised we didn't see that earlier in the game, honestly. I mean, that's something I think maybe his second half of the year, Appo, they try to take advantage of, is some of the vertical passing game.
Yeah, like you said, what I've really liked from Appo, it's been their special teams here.
Yeah.
And like you said, I'm starting to see some stuff to build on in this drive.
Second and 10. Von Brandt, draw play. McConomy, he keeps making plays out here. That's a first down run inside the 20, down to about the 17. That's a big-time pickup of 17 yards.
Yeah, like I said, man, they're showing some fight in this drive and picking up some big yards here.
First and 10 in the red zone is the Appo offense for the first time today, Jay. So, as we said, this is a good drive to carry some momentum into next week for the Jaguars.
Yeah.
At the very least. Von Brandt takes the snap. He drops back. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Back shoulder. And that's going to be an interference call. I'll tell you what, that was a pretty good placement for the ball, and Weatherspoon made a play on it. Came back looking for it. And the defender really never turned around for the football. Tamir White ended up getting a hold of the jersey. And let's see, whether it's defensive holding or pass interference. Nice job by the Jaguars. That's the kind of pressure you can put on a defense.
Yeah, and like you said, I like the placement of the throw there. Nice back shoulder throw, and the defender never. Now in high school, it's half a distance, I believe.
Yep. Well, yeah, inside of the 30 or so, where 15-yard penalty.
It's not an automatic first down in high school either.
So 1st and 2. Appo may try and get the first down yard. It's getting a 1st and goal situation. And there's a timeout. St. George's.
That's the second defensive timeout by Coach Sibley.
Yeah.
Appo has moved the ball here in the second half. Their last drive went very well before the turnover.
Yep.
And then this one right here, and
what sometimes the case is scoreboard watching.
Yeah.
Sometimes at the end of the day, these are kids out there, and they get to a position of comfortability, up 28-7 or up 35-7. They take the intensity drops a little bit.
Exactly right. Yep. And I think that's why Coach Sibley's saying, hey, listen, we got Smyrna next week. We need to play a full 60 minutes or 48 minutes.
And that's
in high school.
And that's the thing. This just goes to show you the difference focus and intensity can make.
Yes.
If you're unfocused and you're not playing with intensity, all of a sudden a team puts a drive together on you that wasn't happening earlier if you were fully locked in.
Right.
Sometimes that's the difference in games in the state is who's more focused. Von Brandt gives the McConomy. He's been making the plays on this drive. He's going to be about a yard short. May have picked up one on the play, on the draw there.
Like you said, Appo is all about positives that you can take into your next game, and they're getting it here in this second half, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, it's going to come down to offensive line play for them and accuracy with the thrown from Von Brandt. I think they found something in McConomy as a sophomore. Here late in this drive. Here comes the fade route. It's underthrown and somehow tipped and then caught out there by number 13, Nassim Griffin, his second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, like you said, I thought that ball was picked off. It was underthrown a little bit, but wow. Then Appo makes it pay and gets the touchdown. We got to hear the horn go off.
Cannon went off.
It scared me again. You'd think I'd be used to it by now. And now we get to listen to the band.
That's tremendous. Chloe Lee on to kick her second extra point of the night. And with pressure, she missed it. Wide left.
I was to say she had plenty of distance on it, Pat. She got that one far, but I think there's going to be a
personal foul.
Rough the kicker.
They hit her. Did they hit her on that?
Yeah, I guess.
So that'll move it half a distance to the goal. Maybe see a 2-point conversion here from Appo. I don't know. We'll see.
I'll tell you what, for having that kick nearly blocked, she got plenty of leg into that. That ball went to the flag over there.
Yeah.
It was just wide left.
They're going to keep Chloe out there. She's going to attempt.
She's got a good boot.
Oh, yeah. Snap, good, holds good. Lee with pressure. Missed it wide left on that one.
From the angle up here, it looks good. It's always deceiving up in the press box, but it was wide left.
So 3:27 to go, 35-13 your score now. That was a good drive there from the Appo Jaguars.
Yeah, and like I said, they've moved the ball well here in the second half, and they got the ball down the field. Last time, like I said, their last possession ended in a turnover deep in St. George's territory, and then here, a great drive, went the length of the field and able to convert. And like I said, for them, it's all about positives taking it into your next game, and they have some stuff they can take in there on a high note.
Absolutely. And, that's one thing Coach Timpson and his staff, they can highlight that drive. Majority of the starters are out there for St. George's in the second half and on that last drive. And you put together a complete drive, finished it off with a touchdown.
Absolutely. Yeah,
That's one of those, you can clip that out of this film and highlight it. Hey, gentlemen, you guys are capable of doing this.
Right,
now.
yeah.
And it looks like Bolden's going to set up for an onside kick here.
Why not?
Let's see if they can get it. That's a good one. It's the second hop. Sanchez comes up and fields it pretty cleanly. Nice job there.
That's how you do it, Sanchez. Nicely done. Don't let that ball take too many hops on the turf.
And with that, it'll be first down for St. George's at the 48. And they'll be in no particular hurry here, as they will move to 3-1 on the season, Jay.
Yeah, with the big showdown next Saturday, a noon kickoff, I believe, as they host the Smyrna Eagles. Glenn Fraser will be on the call with his the Kent County crew, and that Glenn, you got a good one next week, buddy.
And I'll tell you what. That Cameron Edge for Smyrna, I've seen him now twice.
Yeah.
The young man's special.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
I enjoy watching him play, and I know they struggled in that Middletown game, but I'll tell you what, I would not want to. If I'm Middletown, I would not want to play Smyrna again until I have to in the championship. That's going to be a team, and I think they made some adjustments. Since that game against Middletown, and it showed tonight. That Sussex Central team's not easy to score on. And
no, I think what happened in that Middletown game is the defensive line from Middletown just got after Smyrna up front, and Edge was sacked 5 times. He just didn't have much time back there to throw the football, and they couldn't get a vertical game going in the passing game. And I think things have changed from that point on. And Wayne Knight got unlocked. And
absolutely.
Yeah, they're a dangerous group. All new group out here for St. George's in the shotgun is Anthony Speciale, the freshman quarterback. He'll give that one to Terry White. Nothing doing there. But here you go, Speciale. You're going to see a little bit of the future here. Number 11, only a freshman for St. George's.
Right, absolutely. And it's a good thing to see. They've been in a lot of tight ball games early this year, St. George's. The last 2 weeks in Dover and Slazy Adams. So it's good to see them get a chance to get some of these younger people in.
Cameron Montgomery also will be the lead tailback here. He's only a sophomore, number 21. Yeah, you're getting some of these younger guys in there, giving them an opportunity. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. For Appo, they'll fall to 1-3. As you said, though, I mean, that last offensive drive is something to build off of, and they're gonna have their hands full again next week with Dover.
Yeah, Dover is one of those surprise teams we talked about. Like you said, they were on the show Wednesday night. I was watching a little bit back home after doing the Goldie soccer match in the afternoon, and I'll tell you what, they're a team to watch for this year. And you know what I like, Pat, the Open. All 11 teams make the playoffs in Class 3A. So, someone like St. George's, they're playing all 10 of their opponents.
Yeah.
And same thing with Salesianum, things that I think could help those teams when they get in. But the key for the Class 3A, the first 5 will have byes in that first round. So you want to be in that top 5 spot. In reality, you would like to be in that top 4 spot so you can host in the second round. So,
well, Jay, I mean, it's good talk. I mean, you think about it, everyone gets a chance to see each other. And years past, when tournament time came around, you saw matchups, you saw teams for the first time.
Right.
How do you think that changes things? I mean, we've seen a lot of games that may have been one-sided on the scoreboard in their first affair. I mean, do you think that, it changes things in terms of seeing the team twice?
I do. I absolutely do. And you can make adjustments. You can go back and see the film from that last game and saw what you did wrong and what you did need to work on. I just think it's an advantage. And I know, like I said, I talked to Coach, a couple of Sally's people before the year, and they were happy to be playing an all in-state schedule this year.
Yeah.
And just because they get a chance to see all these teams in the regular season and then maybe face them in the playoffs.
That'll do it for this one as the clock will run out. St. George's, big-time W. As I'm sure actually with 14.7 seconds left.
Oh.
So there'll be one last play here from Appo more than likely. But, I mean, and, the opportunity everyone making the playoffs, a team that's gotten off to a bad start, like an Appo or a Cape Henlopen with some tough games, if they start righting the ship around, mid-season or towards the end of the season, they could be giving some teams some surprises come playoff time.
Yeah, and like I said, in that first round, if you're seeded 10 or 11th, you get the 6 and 7 seed. Teams that, they could be some fun first-round matches.
There could be. And, that's a team like this, like Appo 1-3, Cape right now sitting at 0-4.
And Cape has played some top teams tough. I mean, they played William Penn tough. They played Sally's tough. They played.
I just think it's good for them because in years past their season would be over right now.
Yeah, exactly
and
right.
And that's not the case anymore. There's McConomy taking the run. He'll get close to first down yardage. They're going to stop the clock. I don't think the clock ever ran,
No,
Jay.
it didn't.
It never ran. Oh boy. Nonetheless, right midfield. It's a first down. That clock's going to continue to stop, and now it'll start, and that will do it for this one. 35-13, your final. Appo.
Looks like they get the playoff.
Oh, maybe this may change. Hopefully you didn't bet the under. No, just joking. That'll do it. Finally, as the cannon will go off. 35-13. Your final. St. George's getting a big-time W, continuing their early season success, Jay.
Yeah, they have, and they're a fun team to watch. They mix the run and the pass. They do it well, and defensively, they're a very good team under Coach Sibley, and it showed here again tonight, only giving up 13 points to Appo.
Absolutely, and we will see as we're getting closer to the midpoint of the season. We're going to start to find out who's figuring things out and who's going to need to regroup.
I guess I'm going to be going in the bunker soon.
The bunker is going to have to be taken a look at, and it's a completely different feeling this time of year, for sure. Don't forget, tomorrow, Dover visiting Caesar Rodney. Glenn Fraser and his crew will have that game. I believe that is scheduled for 11 a.m., so make sure you guys check that one out. Jay, what do we got coming up the rest of the week after this weekend turns over for streams?
So it's a busy week next week. We have it all starts, I believe, Thursday night in the high school with Indian River St. E's.
Yep.
And then volleyball next week. We have a Saturday showdown DMA at Red Lion next Saturday night. For the volleyball viewers out there, we have that, and we also had the big football game next Saturday.
Absolutely. So you're definitely going to want to check that one out. Jay, final thoughts from this one before we wrap it up.
Yeah, it was a very good, I thought it was a really, good game plan for St. George's from start to finish. I thought Coach Wilson had that offense rolling. And defensively, they did a good job. But for an Appoquinimink team, they had some positives there in the second half that I think you could take forward from it. And like you said, maybe it's a game you can build off of.
Absolutely. That'll do it. 35-13, St. George's gets the win. For Jason Winchell and Nick Halliday on the calendar, I've been Patrick Garianis. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us tonight. And then once again, thanks to all of our sponsors as well. We're going to sign this one off here from Appoquinimink High School. Thanks for watching Delaware Live Sports.